Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live at Glory H. Snyder Stadium, the Blue Turf, where Plano East and Hebron are getting ready to do battle on the Blue Turf in the Class C semifinal. The winner moves on. They will face George Ranch in the championship tomorrow. My name is Matthew Bryce. Rhett Cannon, how you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am excited for this one. Hebron versus Plano East. Some great teams. Obviously, they're great because they made it this far. Battling it out in the state semifinals on the parish Blue Turf for a chance to play for the state championship at Highlander versus George Ranch.
That game will take place tomorrow.
Please rise for your national
before we
anthem.
get going here, we have our national anthem. Listen. And it is go time here on the campus of Parish Episcopal School, right here, North Dallas, Addison. Same area, different names, but that's all right. Either way it go, we're about to have some fun as we get ready for game 2 today, right here on this beautiful campus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A beautiful campus indeed. Located just north of Dallas, just north of Preston Hollow. Lovely Addison, Texas. Home of the Parish Panthers. On the Blue Turf. Great facilities here at Parish Episcopal School. Really appreciate them for letting us do our thing out here this weekend. The stars of the show today, Plano East and Hebron. Hebron won the Class D, I believe, state championship last year. And now they've moved up, and they're right back where they left off, winning games left and right. Hebron in white, Plano East in black. It's going to be a show, folks.
A show indeed, as these two get ready to do battle. For all the marbles, it is win or go home. And there's only a tomorrow for the winner.
So some people don't know this, but I coach here at Parish Episcopal, and in coaching lacrosse here for the school, I was able to see both of these teams play us this season. Hebron is just a powerhouse of a team that really, really moves the ball well. They focus on one-mores. They get deep into the shot clock. Their transition is fantastic. They play a lot of tic-tac-toe offense. And for Plano East, great goalie, strong defense. And number 3, Brian Johnson, the lefty, is a menace.
And A.J. Gray on the Fogo.
Oh, right off the pipe. So close. They didn't slide to him at all.
Vance Flick, number 42 of Plano East, winning that matchup at the X. And he just missed as he bounced that one off the pipe. Plano East starting with a little bit of momentum, but here comes Hebron.
Pushing the back. Gonna stay with Hebron.
And Hebron and Plano East, a very active game already. As we get a look at number 12, Cameron Huber. Number 12 in on the action. Number 42, Cohen Snyder. There he has it. Trying to get it over to his man. He was trying to get it to Comer Thompson, but just missed. Now East, they want to get something going. There's number 37, Cade Humphrey, the attack. Uh-oh, we got a fast break coming. Vincent Jones, number 9, but he's shut down.
Beautiful save.
Number 88, Nicholas Grimes. Coming up major between the pipes already for Hebron. And here comes Hebron. Taking their time, they're going to set something up. And the Hawks, they want to get on the scoreboard early. Cannot control, you losing control right there. That was Cohen Snyder, number 42 for Hebron. But Hebron still with it. Here come the Hawks. There's a shot just wide. Jake Lundy, number 9, with an opportunity. Plano East with possession. And the Hawks, and the Panthers. Both teams want to get off to a fast start. As the day has gotten high noon down, the temperature has risen. And great defense. That was number 78, Grant Morgan for Hebron. Shot just wide.
Brian Johnson, the second. First shot of the day, just wide. Gets up the left hash. And I know he plays football too. He's a wide receiver. Saw some of his highlights on Huddle in doing some of my due diligence.
Michael Carney, number 21 in the game for Hebron. And here comes Snyder, number 42, wearing that Bronny Lott number. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time, folks. Anytime I see number 42, I'm going to bring up Ronnie Lott. I can't help myself. Man, it's great.
It's a great number.
Greatest safety of all time. And I say that as someone who loves the Cowboys.
Jackie Robinson.
And Jackie Robinson. That's the greatest number 42 ever, regardless of any sport.
It's a good-looking number. I really like it. It's a good-looking number for a midfielder, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
What did you wear back in the day and your linebacker days?
My senior year, I wore number 1, and before that, I wore number 30.
30 is a good number. So is 1.
Yes, sir.
Good shot. I like the take. He knew he had backup. That's number 56, Andrew Connor. Andrew Connor was featured on the Dex Network the other day in our top 10 plays. He had a pole goal, so they're keeping him out on offense. So clearly number 56 is a threat to score.
And he's in there with the long stick as well. That shot right by Cade Slaughter.
Yeah.
Plano East.
And when we get a look at Andrew Connor, number 56, you see the pink tape at the top of his head. The reason he's got that there is because that lets you know that he will take faceoffs today if necessary.
But look at Michael Connor. Michael Carney, number 21, showing up defensively for Hebron.
And throwing some toe drags while he's at it. Clear is just wide, but it's picked up. Hebron's on the move.
Nathan Guillaume, number 56. And that's going to go back over to Plano East. And East wanting to get something going. And there's Brian Johnson, the second, number 3, on the move. Johnson on his horse. Taking some shots defensively. There's Jacob Schaefer from Hebron, wearing number 2, getting active with the short stick on the defensive side.
It's beautiful defense, and Brian's a lefty, so he's going to want to get to his strong hand like he just did. He can absolutely shoot the ball, but he's so much more confident on that left side, so I assume Hebron's going to do everything in their power to keep him going to his right.
And he missed just high on that last shot. Austin Egler, number 7 in the game for Plano East. Number 95, Nathan Gary as well. And we got a shot and a goal. Plano East coming out smoking.
Number 3,
early.
Brian Johnson.
And Brian Johnson, the second.
For Plano East.
Getting Plano East on the board with his first goal of the day. And there's the heat. with the left hand, sneaking it on the inside pipe.
And it's an interesting take, to say the least. It is far away, and he's got time on the shot clock. But when you can get your left hand free and shoot like number 3 in black, man, let it fly. That's a great goal by Brian Johnson II. Starting off the game hot.
And he dialed it up heavy. And that face-off won by A.J. Gray, as he did battle with Vance Flick from Plano East. And here comes Hebron. There's Michael Carney again, number 21. And we got a cut toward the net, number 6. Davis Crumrine. Just wide of the net. We got a fresh 80 for Hebron. We got another shot. Opportunity in the goal to feed Gavin Norwood with the finish. Tying things up for Hebron.
And just like that, we are knotted, folks. Let's check out the replay.
Beautiful ball execution.
It's just a great look to the crease. Finishing with his left hand is Gavin Norwood, the senior attackman, number 4.
And Norwood with the first goal of the day for Hebron. Tying the score up 1-1. Just in case you just tuned in to Game One Sports Network, my name is Matthew. That is Rick Cannon. Plano East and Hebron tied up 1-1, 6:56 to go in the first period. Brian Johnson, the second, scored the first goal for Plano East as he dialed up a heater with the lefty. And then Gavin Norwood just a moment ago tying it up. But here comes East again. The Panthers cannot control. Great defense with the long stick. Nathan Eusebio. Number 8 for Hebron. There's a shot.
Wow, what a save.
Nicholas Grimes, number 88, showing up between the pipes for Hebron. And now, here come the Hawks.
Connor Thompson, is he going all the way?
Thompson, goal! Connor Thompson got on his horse and said, let me get to the net, and I'm going to put my Hawks up 2-1. Red.
I mean, yeah, Connor Thompson's a stud. He's a young kid who's making his name known here in the state of Texas as a freshman. Clears it all the way with his right, gets to the middle with his left, confidently puts it in the back of the net. He's rocking a flow bucket, too, out the back of his helmet. He's got some lettuce coming out, and he's showing you why he gets playtime as a freshman. What a stud. Nice goal.
Connor Thompson, the freshman. So far, it has been a wonderful day for the underclassmen. But here comes Vance Flick, winning another face-off. Getting it to Johnson. Johnson going to dance. Johnson! Brian Johnson the second. Oh, baby! Breaking ankles and collecting kneecaps. Tying it up for Plano East.
And I knew this would be a good game, Matthew, because when I first saw this kid play back in, I think, March or February, I was thoroughly impressed. I mean, just look at the moves. What an athlete. He's clearly got that quick twitch like any receiver does in the great state of Texas. But he's showing off stick skills. He's got defensive prowess. Number 3 is All-State for a reason. And this kid has a future playing, a high level of NCAA lacrosse if he so chooses.
Red, did you see the footwork?
I saw the footwork. He's quick.
The footwork was
Kid's a baller.
Vance Flick winning another face-off.
And they are, if you can see here, right, typically you slide to a face-off guy like we saw Dallas Womack get slid to earlier. They are not sliding to Vance Flick. They are letting Vance win this face-off and take the shot if he wants to because they are confident that their goalie is going to stop him. But Plano East is working. What's he going to do?
On the move.
Beautiful.
Shot and goal. Vincent Jones putting Plano East up 3-2 early.
Number 9,
Vincent Jones. Let's check out a replay. Ball's jarred loose. He sees, maybe we can slow it down, but I'm just going to throw a face dodge. I still got time and room with my right hand. Beautiful bouncer. Far side, off stick. Just a great take. Very calm, very patient. I like the take. Beautiful goal. And we got a great first quarter here. 3-2. Plano East on top as we go back to the X.
Grant Morgan, number 78 of Hebron, one of the better long stick middies around. And Jones put him in a blender. Vance Flick continuing to win at the face-off X. I got to tell you, colleges, if you need a fullback, I feel like Vance Flick could be your man. Number 42 of Plano East. And he's not missing leg day either.
He looks like Peyton Hillis.
He really does look like Peyton Hillis. Great call on that. I love it. But here comes Hebron on the move.
Maybe Dallas Clark, tight end action.
Dallas Clark, I could see it. Could very well see it. Hebron trying to get back, trying to still in the game, but they want to tie it up. Nathan Guillaume in the game.
And Hebron's done absolutely nothing wrong thus far.
No, it's just a matter of Plano East doing everything right.
Maybe if Hebron, beautiful.
Oh, wow. My God, oh, baby, the feed. Gavin Norwood with his second goal.
Number 4, giving his second on the day,
The
Gavin
feed
Norwood.
from Michael Cortez to Gavin Norwood.
Check
There's
out
Cortez, number 18.
Check out this finish, folks. I mean,
Sick.
the ball was in his stick for all of 0.3 seconds before Norwood just quick sticks it into the back of the net. Gavin Norwood, 2 on the day, balling out.
And Michael Cortez executing the beautiful assist as we have a tie game. 4:46 to go in this first period, and it has been an exciting one. This Class C semifinal. Hebron, Plano East, doing battle for the right to see George Ranch tomorrow. And here comes Hebron. That's A.J. Gray, number 7. A.J. on the move. Getting it back to Cortez. Cortez, the feed.
Wow.
And there's the feed. And coming towards the net. And the finish. Jake Lundy, number 9. He was subbing in. And on his horse immediately.
Lundy with the goal for Hebron.
I mean, just the
And number
awareness
18,
from
Michael
Cortez
with yet
that
another
he's got
assist.
Lundy streaking down the field. I mean, that's a 35-yard pass from GLE. Lundy, just beautiful jump shot on the run. These Hebron boys were just down, and now they are up. What a game we've got here, Matthew.
And Connor Taylor, the goalie for Plano East, he found himself in no man's land. There was nothing he could do about that. And we got a set-off. We got a new Fogos for both Hebron and Plano East. Nathan Guillaume, number 56 of Hebron. Andrew Connor, also wearing number 56 for Plano East. Excuse me, that was number 16, William Lyles of Hebron.
Thompson picks it up. They're going to slow it down now. And this is where Hebron gets scary.
He slowed it down. He sped up. Cortez denied.
In the crease, though.
Connor Taylor, he heard us saying that he was caught in no man's land on that last goal. Watch Connor Taylor on this replay. Cortez set up perfectly. No, sir.
Wow, that's an unbelievable save.
Connor Taylor showing up big between the pipes that time for Plano East.
The senior.
And here come the Panthers. There's number 2, Carson Long. But Hebron gets it. Mason Buniff, number 32. Ground ball picked up. Not picked up. Picked up by Hebron. Number 12, Cameron Huber in the game as well. Mason Buniff, number 32, in the game for Hebron. But here come the Panthers. There he is again.
Look at
There's
Brian
that man,
go.
Brian Johnson.
Draws the penalty. I mean, Brian is not the biggest guy, but the strength is evident.
Absolutely. The strength, the footwork, the great stick skills, the high IQ.
Timeout, Plano East.
We got a Plano East
He
timeout.
can definitely play. I mean, some things that I like about this game is, Plano East is being very aggressive. Their face-off guy is kind of controlling the pace. That's Vance Flick, number 42. Great face-off guy out of Plano East, the senior, doing everything he can for his team.
And one thing is for certain, and we talk about it all the time, Rhett, if you want some momentum, if you want some immediate momentum, it can start right there at the face-off.
Speaking of momentum, I mean, those juice goals, when you got a Lundy just streaking out of the box, and he gets fed and scores, those quick hitters, those are the type of goals that gets these Hebron guys fired up. And in watching Hebron, like I said earlier, a couple of times this season, they are so team-oriented. There is no me ball for the Hawks. They really want to see everybody eat, and whoever's got the best shot, that's who they want taking it. And I love that about this squad.
And Michael Carney has to go sit in the penalty box for 1 minute for a slash. Plano East going to come out of the timeout. They're going to be a man up.
Yeah, and I think the turnover, obviously they would have had a free play, but it allows their guys to get some rest. They get to go to the bench, talk through it. Now they know they're set. They know exactly who they want to get the ball. So a man-up opportunity here for East to tie it up late in the first.
We will see if they can do exactly that. Coming out of the timeout. Hebron up 4-3. But Plano East has been right there with them. And here come the Panthers. Looking to get something immediately. Taking their time. Setting up for a shot. Austin Egler in the game. Vincent Jones, number 9. And there's a shot by Egler. Nothing doing. And here comes Plano. Here comes Hebron. Wanting to kill that penalty. Here they come. Shot wide. Nothing doing. 14 seconds left on the power play. Plano East still up a man. Can they take advantage? And here come the Panthers. They want to set themselves up for a great shot. And there's a shot. Denied. Shot in the goal! There's the power play goal. And there's the tie game. Vincent Jones with goal number 2.
Number 9, Vincent Jones.
Let's check it out, folks.
Plano East.
Right place, right time. Picks it up. Jump shot. There you go, Vincent. Tying the game. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in this first period. We are knotted at 4s.
And we got to give Plano East some credit for the execution and the patience. They didn't try to rush anything.
I mean, look at this. They want Vance Flick to have the ball. They are not sliding. They are locking off their matchups. But Vance, just keep doing your thing, man. And look, I mean, he might go score right now.
And Flick, he's going to sub out momentarily. And here comes Johnson. Right down the seam, but nothing doing. Jones going to hang on to it. Vincent Jones, the junior. Dancing around the neck, but he's got someone in his hip pocket.
Beautiful defense and a better save.
Nicholas Grimes.
They're going to get him on a push. I thought he fell in the crease, but the ref says otherwise. He's got better eyes than I do right there at the play.
Possession back to Plano East.
Obviously going to put the pull on Brian Johnson the second. That's Sam Sheets, the senior LSM. Great matchup here. Oh, Brian, I thought he had it for a second.
Johnson just wide of the net. Sam Sheets showing up defensively.
Great defense.
Michael Carney on Jones. And there's 56, Andrew Connor, Plano East. With that long stick. Connor dancing! Constant. Oh, he's just wide of the net. Plano East still with it. There's a shot. Wide of net. Kick save.
And it is not often that I get to see a pole, an LSM, playing every single offensive possession. And not only that, but dodging. And there we go, number 9.
Vincent Jones, the hat trick.
First quarter hat trick for Jones,
with the hat
displaying
trick.
his stick skills with both hands. Let's check it out.
And Vincent Jones with that short stick. Staring Michael Carney down and said, let's dance, big fella.
Denies the pick, gets top side, puts it in the back of the net. Nice play, Vincent.
First quarter hat trick for the junior Vincent Jones, giving Plano East the lead back at 5-4. 1:06 to go in the first period.
An electric first period we've got here, Matthew.
You cannot get any more electric than what we have seen today between Hebron and Plano East. And mama, there go that man winning another face-off. Plano East back with it. Number 56, Andrew Connor.
Take it down!
And there's some mustard on the carpet.
Fans do not like it.
Yeah, the Hebron fans don't like it at all. Connor Thompson has to go take his seat. And here's the ref with the call.
I didn't get a good look at it. Did you get to see it, Matthew? It looked like a slash.
They got him for 30 seconds. Small push.
Push with possession, not a slash. Let me check this out again. So the reason it's a push with possession is just because even though it looks clean, it's a little bit on that back shoulder in the numbers. So that's why we're going to go man up. But that is a releasable penalty, and it's also only 30 seconds. And look at Hebron. They've pretty much already killed it.
Michael Carney on the move. Him and Mason Bunis showing up defensively for Hebron. Bunis wearing number 32. There's Carney, number 21.
Dang, nice handles.
5 seconds left on the penalty. Hebron about to kill it with possession on the Plano East side of the field.
Short
There's
time.
Michael Cortez. Good things happen when Michael Cortez touches the pole. Less than 12 seconds in ticking in the first period. Here comes Hebron.
They've got to go.
They got to get something off right now. And the goal! The execution, Gavin Norwood with a first quarter hat trick for Hebron.
Gavin Norwood with the hat trick for Hebron.
The ball movement is great. They draw 2. I like this dodge. He keeps it in his right. Splits left. Pushes to a cutter. And I love how Norwood is just very subtly creeping up the hash, creeping up GLE. It's not a true cut, but it's just enough to get him open, put him in front of the net. And when Norwood's got time and space on that crease, it's very likely he's hitting twine.
We got 2 first quarter hat tricks. Vincent Jones on the Plano East side, Gavin Norwood on the Hebron side, just getting that done for Hebron. We got a tie game, 5-5. 5 seconds to go left in the first period. And I got to tell you, Vance Flick, anytime you throw your hands up, you good. Here
3
comes
seconds.
Hebron. End of the quarter.
Good defense.
Great defense and a great tech by number 95, Nathan Gary of Plano East. And that's going to do it for the first period. A very exciting first period at Parish Episcopal in this Class C semifinal between Hebron and Plano East. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied up at 5. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll return here to Game On Sports Network in just a moment.
For over a century, we've been financing the American dream for those who dare to chase it. The job creators, the economic stimulators, the relentless entrepreneurs that refuse to be denied. For this we know, fortune favors the bold. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. It's not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, who strives valiantly so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Since the beginning of time, fortune has favored the bold, and for over a century, we've been honored to bank them. Vista Bank. Entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
And we are back here at Parish Episcopal. All tied at 5, headed to the second period. Hebron and Plano East for the right to do battle in the Class C championship tomorrow. They will face George Ranch, who defeated Hyde Park this morning. And from the family that brought you Win Transportation, they are back in the transportation with round 2 transportation. We were good in round 1, we'll be even better in round 2. Please visit www.r2t.biz for any ground transportation needs that you have. Again, my name is Matthew Bryce. That is Rick Cannon. We say thank you for tuning in to Game On Sports Network.
Yes, sir, Matthew. It's a pleasure to be here. You can check us out on our social medias at Game On Sports Network. We post the highlights. You can also DM us if we're pronouncing any one of your friends' names wrong at CanonLax. That's CANONLAX. Matthew, where can they find you?
Matthew on the mic. That's Matthew_on_the_Mike.
Oh, wow.
Vance Flick.
Wow.
Vance Flick. The Fogo. He's been active all day. He finally got one to go. Lowering that shoulder. Told A.J. Gray, young man, you need to get in the weight room and stop missing leg day because it's every day over here. And that's Connor Thompson. Excuse me. Connor Thompson.
It's a beautiful finish by Flick. And like I've said multiple times already this game, they do not want to slide to him. They didn't think he could handle it. But he sure can. He scored a goal, and he's right back to the X, bodying his way to another face-off win. And Brian Johnson's picking it up. Oh, Brian Johnson on the move. What do we got?
Brian Johnson, a shot and a goal. That is goal number 4. Number 3, the hat trick for Brian Johnson, the second. We got a 7-5 Plano East lead.
Number 3, Brian
Let's check out this
Johnson,
replay. Brian Johnson is a monster. And if you are a college scout, you know, I can't say enough good things about this kid. He is fast, he is strong. Oh, and by the way, he's a lefty. And look at the bouncer, look at the love push right here at the end. Just a little extra from Brian. Turns and celebrates with his team. Might be a little much after the goal, but you know, he's got a full head of steam. A goal's a goal. 7-5 Plano East, and we're back to the X. And Vance Flick is controlling this game, but they put Andrew Connor out there. I think Vance might be a little tired.
Connor winning that one. Connor on the move with the long stick. Connor, go! Plano East is on fire.
Plano East, the Panthers.
And you gotta love the strategy by Plano East. They tell those Fogos. They tell Vance Flick and Andrew Connor, hey, you win, you get on your horse, you get down to the net, and you put one between the pipes.
And I said Vance Flick was tired, probably why they had him in there. And check it out. The jump shot from close range. Beautiful bouncer, Stone Cold Selly. What up, 5'6"? Plano East is rolling.
Timeout, Hebron.
And Hebron, they're going to call timeout. They're going to try to reel some things in. 11:42 to go before halftime. And Plano East has gotten out to a 3-0 run to start this second period. A very quick 3-0 run.
And it starts off on every single one of those faceoffs. It was 3 goals on 3 faceoffs. First one, Flick takes it to the house. He muscles his way in like a bull in a china shop. Bouncer. Next one, Brian picks up the ball, goes right down the alley, straight down Main Street, puts in his left hand. What does he do? Another bouncer. 56, that's Andrew Connor. We featured him in our top 10 plays of the week because he scores goals. Well, guess what? He's doing it again. Gets it off the face-off, goes down there. Where does he put the ball, Matthew?
Right between the pipes.
Right between the pipes, on a bouncer. They know where to shoot. They're 3 for 3 out of that first quarter. Starting off the second so hot, but I know that these Hebron coaches are going to dial it in. This is uncharacteristic of their team. They need to get the ball on offense. I wouldn't be surprised if Hebron, out of this timeout, makes some changes and really starts to hone in.
And I'll tell you what, depth so far, not an issue. Guess who it is? On the move, 42. Getting his way to the net. And there's A.J. Gray of Hebron showing up with some good defense to help his goalie out. But Plano East back with it momentarily.
Sheets, great check.
Sam Sheets, the wonderful check, getting it over to Gavin Norwood.
Oh, that's a push with possession for sure. Right in the back of Norwood. He's hurt right in the spine, I think. He'll be okay, though. Tough kid. He gets up, going to pick up this ball. They'll go man up.
Carson Long, number 2, a little bit too much dip on his chip. He's got to go have a seat. And that's 30 seconds in the penalty box as Hebron goes a man up. Let's see if Hebron can take advantage of this 30-second power play. And the Hawks, they want to stop the bleeding here because Plano East has been hot. And some great defense from East where Hebron didn't even get a shot towards the net.
I really like that play call by Hebron. They're running their man up to perfection right now. Just a little bit late on that pass. You got a step down coming. Nope, one more.
And that was the opportunity. That was the shot. Denied. Back.
Wow.
Denied again. Connor Taylor.
Oh, and Snyder's going to get a cross check to the head right there as he had way too much separation on his shaft. Well, check out this replay. Look at this save.
Connor Taylor, the goalie, 2 times denied him on the doorstep. Cameron Human having him dead to rights. And Cohen Snyder, he's got to go have a seat. Got him cross-checked. He's got to sit for a minute. And now you got Plano East on the power play rep.
Yeah, Snyder was trying to ride, and he's a big, aggressive kid. Just gets him a little too high. Now Plano East is going to set it up.
And here the Panthers come, taking their time, making sure they set themselves up for a great shot. And there he is, Johnson. Austin Eglert. Denied. There's the goalie, Nicholas Grimes, showing up on the power play for Hebron. 35 seconds to go on that power play. And Plano East going to pick up the ground ball. There's Brian Johnson, the second. Johnson wearing that number 3 like Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury. He gets it over to his guy, Egler. He's just wide of the net.
Stephon Marbury, that's not a name I hear too often. He played for Beijing?
Yes, sir.
The Sharks, right?
Yes, sir. And very beloved over in that part of the world.
Yeah. You go overseas and you find a home, you start balling out with NBA level talent. May as well just hang out a little while.
And elite NBA talent, by the way. Stephon Marbury was awesome.
Yep, for sure.
And there's Johnson! Johnson dialing up the heat! It's sad I'm going to toast you with this one.
Ryan,
it ain't nothing you can do about that, Nicholas Grimes. As Rick Cannon stands here speechless. He can't even find his words.
I mean, this is exactly what he did to us when we played him. It's what he's done to everybody he's played all season. I mean, you can game plan for him as much as you want, but he plays defense. He plays attack. He plays midfield. He's on the face-off wings. And, oh, yeah, he can shoot from 12-plus with his left hand. Number 3 is a problem, and he would be a problem in any THSLL class, whether it's C, B, A, AA. This kid gets buckets.
And much like Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury on the court, you could game plan for them all you want. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Watch them dance. Watch your ankles. Watch. Oh! Denied that time. A.J. Gray. A.J. Gray coming up with some good defense for Hebron.
Here comes Norwood. Gonna fight for it.
And back with it. Andrew Connor, the long stick, getting it up. Denied! Grimes shutting Johnson down that time. Nicholas Grimes, a big save.
Brian just needs to throw a fake there.
A little head fake, a little shoulder.
Anything.
Like Jerry Rice, and he'd have put in another one, but here comes East. Here the Panthers come. Got a shot. Just wide of the net. Nathan Gary, the junior midi, trying to extend this Plano East lead. Hebron has more depth than Plano East. You got some guys from East who have not subbed out yet.
Well done, bro.
And East with only 4 or 5 guys to sub in. But that has not made a difference.
Oh, yeah. So
Panthers said we don't need any subs today. We got this. There's another. Wow! Oh, baby! And there's the man, Vincent Jones, with goal number 4 for Plano East.
Number 9, Vincent
Red, I need you to
Jones
find your
with
words because
another
we
win.
need you on the elite breakdown.
I mean, they're doing everything right. There's not much for me to say. Vincent Jones is a baller. Check out this dodge. I mean, he lulls him to sleep a little bit, gets right underneath with a face, just ducks his hip, puts it up top. He's so fired up. He's playing electric today. It's the Vincent and Brian show. And then, you can't forget about Flick. You can't forget about Andrew Connor. The Plano East boys, they don't have the biggest team. Their bench is about half the size of Hebron. But what they lack in personnel, they make up for in talent. These kids are good. They're playing lights out today. And I hope that's enough words for you because they're playing electric. And they just keep getting the ball back because of Flick. But as I say it, there goes Lyles.
William Lyles on his horse.
Wow.
There goes Lyles with the shorty.
There you go, 16. Picking it off and running it all the way.
And some big defense by Gary. Hebron with an opportunity. Ground ball picked up by Carson Long. Here comes Plano East. Hebron with it back. They got it back. Ethan Eusebio, number 8 in the game. There's number 6, Davis Crumrine. Gets some action in.
I just want to give a quick shout out to both these coaches on an incredible season. Getting this far, both these teams have put in a ton of work to make it to the Final Four. A ton of great players on these squads, great coaching staff for both of these units. And it's just good lacrosse. I'm happy to see, everybody playing hard, working for that shot at George Ranch for the Class C state championship game that'll be played at the legendary Highlander Stadium.
The very legendary Highlander Stadium where Coach Randy Allen has made a great living over there. After making a great living at Abilene Cooper, he came over to Highland Park. He coached Dominic Rhodes. Coach Randy Allen, he coached former coach running back Dominic Rhodes at Abilene Cooper.
Another person that just had an unbelievable career over there at Highlander is Derek Thompson, old Highland Park lacrosse coach. His best teams were in the 2005, 2012 range. He has just such an illustrious win record, so many state championships for Highland Park under Coach Thompson. And fun fact, his son is number 14 on Hebron. He had a great goal in transition earlier today. So it clearly runs in the family. The Thompsons just doing great stuff here for the state of Texas as far as lacrosse is concerned. Some legends.
And lacrosse is a game that continues to grow in this great state of Texas. I have been able to grow with it. I started paying attention to it in 2021 when I got with Game On. And now continuing to learn about it. Good Lord, the cooking is elite. And that's number 56, Andrew Connor. Connor from the field.
Andrew
Saying,
Connor.
Matthew,
Connor
hey,
with another man.
shut up about Randy Allen and Highland Park. Let's talk about Plano East lacrosse, because we up 11-5 over Hebron right now.
Plano East Senior High School. Not all of these guys go to Plano East, but they come together, they go to practice, they go to war, and look at these kids cook. His second goal of the day as an LSM and close defenseman. Like, Andrew Connor, you are so much more than a pole. Somebody get this kid a short stick, but I still think he doesn't need it. Second goal of the day for him. What a baller.
Andrew Connor cooking with the same grease that they cook chicken with at Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. It was holy. It was beautiful. A.J. Gray went in the face-off. Here comes Hebron. Gray on the move, trying to get it over to Cortez. And Hebron coming through with some, Plano East coming through with some great defense.
And despite the fact that we have been, really singing the praises of this Plano East offense, it's the defense that's really holding it down, because Hebron is good. Hebron scores a lot of goals against a lot of different opponents, but this goalkeeper is balling out.
And Hebron, one of the great offensive teams in lacrosse in this great state. But Plano East showing up. And
Connor
there's
Taylor.
Andrew Connor doing it on defense and offense.
Mason Harris playing great. Brian Johnson, the two-way midfielder, doing more than just scoring goals.
Carson Long has been extra active on that defensive side. And here's number 37, Cade Humphrey, the attackman, getting in on the defensive side. But here is some cooking right there. Cohen Snyder with his first goal of the day, stopping some of the bleeding, bringing Hebron to within 11-6.
Cohen Snyder, beautiful split of the double right here. He gets the pick, and you don't see this often. He has to split the pick because the pick wasn't true. Goes low off the hip. Just a beautiful on-the-run shot to make sure his team isn't too out of it.
And Hayden McBee, number 11 for Plano East, he played it great. He played it exactly the way he was supposed to. But
Now,
Snyder doing what he does. And can't nobody do what you do better than you, Cohen Snyder. As you get Hebron to within 5, it's 11-6 Plano East, 4:49 to go before halftime. We got another win on the face-off for Van Split. And here comes East.
I only think Flick has lost one draw today, and I might even be mistaken about that.
Cade Slaughter getting it over to Austin Egler. Egler just wide. A.J. Gray did win a face-off just a moment ago for Hebron. A few moments before that last goal that they scored. But East on their horse. East trying to get more. There's a shot.
Beautiful
Denied.
save.
Nicholas
save.
Grimes, the great save for Hebron.
And now we got Thompson running it. The horse. Check him out. Oh, wow. Connor. He's on the move. Connor. Just wide.
There's Connor Taylor. Shutting down Connor Thompson on the doorstep. But Hebron with possession. Cameron Hubert, number 12. There's number 6, Davis Crumrine, getting it in the game. Here comes number 56, Nathan Guillaume. Got a cut towards the net. Plano East playing it perfectly. Crumrine. Back to his guy, Schaefer. Schaefer trying to get him a good shot. But some great defense. Hayden McBee, number 11 for Plano East. But Hebron with an opportunity. Shot and denied. Taylor. Connor Taylor, the goalie. But Hebron gets it back with a fresh 80. Excuse me, not UCBO. That's Davis Crumrine, number 6 in the game for Hebron. My apologies to the Crumrine family. And there he is again, getting a small screen from Schaefer. Pass behind the net. Cutting toward the net.
Wow.
Denied. Jacob Schaefer with an opportunity.
Push with possession there. Plano East is going to get the ball.
And Connor Taylor playing some outstanding goalie between the pipes for the Plano East Panthers. Shutting down Jacob Schaefer.
Let's see. So Brian picks it up, and he feels the pressure on his back. So he falls. He was pushed. Turns out it's actually going to be a trip. So that's a 1-minute penalty. And Plano East will go man up.
The refs are going to give you the call here, ladies and gentlemen. And they got Michael Cortez on that personal foul trip. Cortez has to sit for a minute. 2:52 to go before halftime. Plano East lighting up the scoreboard with an 11-6 lead over Hebron. And here's East on that power play. The Panthers, they want to set themselves up, and patience is key. When you set you up, when you want to get yourself a good shot. There's Johnson the second again with a whip and a goal. Brian Johnson, the small stutter step, and then he fires up some more heat, bringing it down to the 5-hole. Brian Johnson, goal number 5 of the day. Red.
I mean, I don't know what to say. He gets his hands free and he snipes it. He goes 5-hole from about 10 yards. He's an elite shooter, and he's a freak athlete. Like, the kid's an absolute beast. In my opinion, he is the best player on the field right now, besides Flick at the faceoff. They don't have an answer for him. They might have to lock him off. They might need to press out because he can beat you on the dodge. He can crush you with his range. And then the worst part about it for all of his opponents is that he plays defense too. So no matter what, he's going to figure out a way to get the ball.
And guess who wins another faceoff? There's Vance Flick, number 42, getting it done for Plano East. Plano East leading 12-6 over Hebron as we get ready to approach that 2-minute mark. And East on the move. But Hebron with some great defense. Number 32, Mason Bunif. Number 9, Jake Lundy getting in on the action. Hebron with a shot in the goal! What just happened? From long range.
Grant Morgan with the make.
Grant Morgan! And there's Carney getting it over to Morgan. And Morgan with the long stick said, let me send it. From 635, Rhett. He was standing at the gas pump at the Walmart at the Murphy gas station on 635 in Midway. And he sent it between the pipes. What a momentum changer for Hebron, putting them to within 5 of Plano East.
Shooters shoot. Doesn't matter from how far, I guess. We're back to the face-off X, and the Hebron faithful on this sideline are pumped up about that goal as we get a great face-off win by Lyles, taking down Flick. Lyles is going to Dallas Baptist University next year to play for Coach Zeb and the Patriots. Excited to see what he'll be able to do at DBU.
And there's another opportunity. We got more. There's Michael Cortez. Cortez has assisted on 3 other Hebron goals. He got one to go for himself that time. It's 12-8.
And Hebron is not out of this. They are not out of this by any means. This is a great team with an awesome offense, beautiful ball movement, and the ability to score. I mean, it really just starts there with Lyles able to finally knock off the Giant and Flick. So great face-off win that results in a goal.
And Cohen Snyder feeding it with a beautiful assist. Cortez finishing it. It's 12-8 now. 1:33 to go before halftime. And Plano East with a 12-8 lead, but Hebron not going away. We're going to take a quick break here at Game On Sports Network. We will return in just a moment. Back here at Gloria 8 Snyder Stadium. I'm talking too fast because this game has really had the adrenaline pumping today as Plano East leading Hebron 12-8, 1:33 to go before halftime. My name is Matthew Bryce. I have your play-by-play. My man Rhett Cannon with the elite breakdowns of the X's and O's of the beautiful game that we know as lacrosse. And Rhett, this Class C semifinal, Hebron, Plano East battling it out for the right to do battle in the championship game tomorrow against George Ranch. And we head back to the X. Got another Fogo in the game. And there he is, Van Split continuing to win. And Hebron. Somebody's going to have to go take a seat in the penalty box at the next whistle unless Plano East puts another one in the net. Look at Brian Johnson the second, the elite footwork.
Nice swim move from BJ2.
And Austin Egler, number 7. Getting it back to Johnson the second. He's going to take his time.
Let's see him set up his dodge. I know he's going to his left.
Gets the screen from Egler. Back over to his guy. Shot wide left. That was number 95, Nathan Gary.
I like that take from Nathan. Haven't gotten to see him much today. Probably because I'm just not on it. I know Nathan's getting some reps here, but that's a great looking shot. I like the low to high, just a bit wide, but it doesn't matter because they maintain possession. But even better, they're going man up.
And we got a slash call. Sam Sheets
Penalty called on Hebron.
Called for a slash. He has to go have a seat for 1 minute unless Plano East scores. That is a penalty that will go 8 seconds into the third period after halftime. As we are at 52.6 seconds left in this first half of play, Plano East leading Hebron 12-8. Plano East starting it out. They're going to take their time here. They said no rush.
Yeah, they've got 48 seconds on the penalty clock and just under 35 on the play clock. So what they're trying to do is just ensure that the last shot they take is the last shot of the half. They don't want Hebron getting any closer before we take a break here. So I assume they're going to go. I've never seen this. You know, you may as well take your opportunity, man up, and start running at about 10, but I guess they're just going to wait it out. They like what they've got, and they don't want to risk it.
And we are taking it into halftime.
So what they're going to do here is they're going to start the half with possession of the ball, and they're going to be man up for 8 seconds.
Halftime here at Gloria 8 Snyder Stadium. Plano East leading Hebron 12-8. My name is Matthew Bryce. That is Rhett Cannon. We're going to take a quick halftime break ourselves. Right here at Game On Sports Network. We will return.
For over a century, we've been financing the American dream for those who dare to chase it. The job creators, the economic stimulators, the relentless entrepreneurs that refuse to be denied. For this we know, fortune favors the bold. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. It's not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, who strives valiantly so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Since the beginning of time, fortune has favored the bold, and for over a century, we've been honored to bank them. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
Back here at Gloria H. Snyder Stadium on the campus of Parish Episcopal, where the Class C semifinal is taking place between the Hebron Hawks and the Plano East Panthers. My name is Matthew Bryce. I have your play-by-play. Rhett Cannon, he has your elite color commentary. We start the third period with Plano East with possession. 8 seconds left in a power play that started in the second quarter. Plano East leading 12-8. Here come the Panthers, Rhett.
Yes, sir. So where we left off, the reason there's no face-off is because they maintain possession. And they're still man up here for just a second. Now it's even, but that's a goal.
Andrew Connor with the hat trick and the long stick.
Number 56, Andrew
Andrew Connor and
East.
LSM with a hat trick. You don't see it often, folks.
And a beautiful replay we have. There's Brian Johnson the second with the assist. Getting it over to Connor, and he's just dialing up the heat. Bottom corner of the net. Putting Plano East up 13-8. 11:48 to go in the third period. And if you're the Panthers, that's how you want to start the second half. 12 seconds in. And you cook up something nice. And here come the Panthers, winning another face-off. Then again, Death Taxes and Vance Flick winning the face-off. It's inevitable. But Hebron controlling. And the Hawks, they want to get back under control. Stop the bleeding here just a little bit. That is the plan. But here they come. They have the opportunity. And no, denied on their doorstep. Connor Taylor, the goalie for Plano East, coming up big. There's Brian Johnson the second. Johnson the second at the 30. Cooking up one, just wide of the net. That was Vincent Jones. Vincent Jones with 4 goals today. He was looking for number 5, and he just missed.
And that save down there by number 8, Connor Taylor, was just unbelievable. As you like to say, Matthew, had him dead to rights.
Dead to rights. And Nicholas Grimes kicking it just enough to keep it out of the net. But East with control. As they get back to business, East on the move and another goal!
Wow.
Andrew Connor dancing with the long stick and then delivering some heat. Putting Plano East up 14-8. Rick talks to the
I mean, I'm not even surprised anymore. This kid can do it all. I mean, he's dodging with a pull. He throws a hitch and then another jump shot. He's phenomenal. He soaks a big hit, but he gets up in fashion. Watch how he just pops himself back up. What an athlete.
And Andrew Connor has done everything. He has played great offense. He's played great defense. He's won face-offs. When Flick isn't in there, their fogo is Connor. And there's Flick again. I mean, it's almost inevitable. I mean, it is inevitable. He's only lost 1.
Here we go. They've got numbers.
Johnson with a nice pass and another goal. Austin Egler with his first goal of the day. Plano East
Number 7, Austin Egler.
on fire.
That's a great shot by Austin Egler. The lefty jumper, using his strong hand on that wing. Brian Johnson, of course, makes the smart play as he moves up the hash, very patient, puts it right where it needs to go into the back of the net. Phenomenal play. And Plano East has opened this game up. And I was talking to Coach Jarrett Moffitt of Parrish just there at halftime. He was asking me how it was going. I said, it's a great game so far. And he said, yeah, the first time they played, it was a 1-goal game.
Wow.
But Plano East is doing everything right here. Obviously a ton of game left and anything can happen, but they are looking like they've got a really good shot to play George Ranch in the final tomorrow at Highlander.
Yes, indeed. And there's A.J. Gray with control for Hebron.
It's a great run.
Gray on his way to the net. Denied. Connor Taylor showing up between the pipes for East.
Connor Taylor is really good.
And here come the Panthers.
Rocking the black sweatpants and the black long sleeves. Looks like an assassin out there. And it's hot today.
Yes, it is.
So he's got to be sweating.
And that turf adds about another 10 degrees.
Especially because of its hue.
And we got a man down, but East is on the move.
Here comes Egler again.
Egler! Dial it up for goal number 2.
Number 7,
Back to
Austin
back.
Egler with
Assisted
another
by
goal for
Brian.
Plano East.
I mean, Brian Johnson's got like 8-9 points today. He can feed, he can pass. But Egler, check it out. Another
Brian
very
Johnson,
patient
second
shot
with
by
another
Egler.
assist.
Loads up, goes low to low this time. No jumper, no overhand. Puts it into the net. They have no answer for the Plano East Panthers right now. Unloading 4 goals within the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds.
And East dialing up and extending their lead to 8 goals now. 9:41 to go and ticking in the third period. And Plano East up 16-8.
And I'm going to be honest, Matthew. I don't want any Plano East parents, coaches, players getting mad at me. I didn't expect this to happen. I'll be perfectly frank. I thought it would be a much, much tighter game considering the first game I saw. But these kids, they want it bad. and they're showing you why they deserve to go to state. And I would love to see Hebron, do everything in their power to get back into this game, but it's going to take a lot. 8 goals is a huge differential.
It is. But here we go. And here come the Panthers looking for more. And that's Vincent Jones getting on the move, getting it back to Johnson. Johnson going to dance a little bit. And now there's Nathan Gary. Gary's been active today, the junior midi. Back to his man, Andrew Connor. Connor with that long stick, he's carried it all day. And he's done everything with it, literally.
I mean, the truest LSM I've ever seen. I mean, if anything, he's an LSA. He's a long stick attackman. Look at him go. He's just bouncing off people.
Took a couple
They get the best of him on that one.
He took a couple of shots, but it did not matter.
And he's got 4 goals as a pole.
And Hebron back with it. Hebron on the move. Looking for something. There he is. Going to get it back over. Tries to get it over to his man, but he's right there on defense. That's Gavin Norwood. Norwood has a hat trick today for Hebron.
And that's just that unselfish play by the Hawks.
And Hebron with an opportunity. A shot in the goal. Connor Thompson. Goal number 2 for the Hawks.
Number 14, Connor Thompson with his second major
Connor
game
Thompson.
for Hebron.
I mean, I think this kid is going to start to be a problem as he gets older. Just a freshman. Both of these goals have come down the right alley, but also on both of these goals, he switched it back to his left hand, which shows the confidence he has in his ability to score both ways. Very impressed by number 14 in white.
Connor Thompson, another one who has done everything today for Hebron. Bringing the score to within 7. It is now 16-9, 7:49 to go left in this third period.
We've got a Plano East Panther hurt on that last play. He is down. They are tending to him. Coaching staff is out there.
And that's Andrew Connor.
Andrew Connor, I hope he is okay. He is walking off on his own. No assistance needed, but he looks to be a little bit banged up. Had an unbelievable day today, not only defensively, but offensively as well. 4 goals, I believe, for Connor, maybe 5.
He has 4.
Great player. He's getting some water right now. I can see him off in the distance. Hopefully we will see him again, as this Plano East team will need him.
And we head back to the X. Hebron gets it to 16-9. Connor Thompson scoring that last goal for Hebron. And there goes Vance Flick again. Flick can't help but to win. Flick bodying himself towards the net. But here comes East. Egler. Egler has scored the last 2 goals for East. Taking some harassment, but still with it.
Great stick check.
And that was number 21, Michael Carney, son of Coach Carney, getting in on the action. And we got a timeout, Plano East.
Timeout, Plano East.
East calling the timeout, maintaining possession.
It's a smart timeout by Coach because he sees his man is doubled. And if you have some intuition that your guy's about to lose the rock, it's in your best interest to just call a timeout so you maintain possession.
That way you don't continue to give up momentum. Because Hebron, they were able to get that last goal. They were able to get something from Connor Thompson to bring him within 7. And one of the names of the game, the main names of the game when it comes to the game of lacrosse is momentum. And it can switch in a hurry from one team to the other. Plano East, they look good coming out, starting that third period. And Hebron cutting into that lead just a little bit. Hebron, a great offensive team. Plano East showing that they too are a great offensive team with 16 goals here so far. Led by Brian Johnson II. Johnson has 5 goals and about 8 other assists. Vincent Jones with 4 goals. Andrew Connor also with 4. Austin Egler with 2. Vance Flick with 1 for Plano East. Hebron, led by Gavin Norwood, he has a hat trick with 3. Connor Thompson has 2. Jake Lundy, Michael Cortez, Cohen Snyder, and Grant Morgan have 1 apiece. And Grant Morgan of Hebron probably has the goal of the day as he shot it from about the 25 to 30 yard line on the other side of the field and got it home between the pipes. Hopefully ESPN to get that one. But Brian Johnson II dancing around. Brian Johnson cutting to the net. But some great defense. There's Michael Carney showing up on the defensive side with a nice check to knock that one loose. And we got a penalty. Interference. They got Michael Carney for the slash. They called him for a slash.
Hebron.
As he
number 12.
chopped the ball away from Brian Johnson II. So Carney has to go sit down for just 1 minute. Plano East going up a man. As we get back to action.
Glad to see Andrew Connor is okay.
And Egler with it. With Connor, and yes he is, wearing number 56 for East. He is back in the game. Gets it back to Egler. And East going to set themselves up for a good shot. Connor, there's Johnson again. Johnson back over, and he's denied. Andrew Connor trying to bounce that one in, but Nicholas Grimes
Nice ride.
Down. Nice ride, and here comes East. The shot and goal! Vincent Jones with number 5 of the day for East.
It's a sick goal from Vincent. Let's check it out. It all starts with the ride. He's able to pick up that loose GB, dangles it with his left, brings it back to his right, steps into one, and just puts it up there. His 5th of the day. Number 9 is hooping.
And Jones sniping that one right by Nicholas
Check this
Grimes.
out. They got Jones now running the wing.
That is an adjustment.
Do not box him up as an attackman. He's all over the place. I did see him get a CTO over there on the defensive end and clear it. So they trust him in a lot of ways, but it's easy to trust anybody on those wings when you've got this guy taking faceoffs for you.
I mean, he sets the tone. Number 42.
Beautiful save, laying out for that one.
Nicholas Grimes with a great save. But Vance Flick, number 42 of Plano East, setting the tone with win after win at the faceoff circle. There's Carney. And Carney draws a penalty. And there's your whistle. Ref is going to give us the call, but Michael Carney drawing a slash. And it looks like they're going to get Andrew Connor. Here's the ref with the call.
Slash called on.
And that is Andrew Connor. Connor has to go have a seat in the penalty box for 1 minute. Hebron, they're going to go a man up. 6 minutes and 7 seconds left in this third period. Plano East leading 17-9. And Hebron, they want to get it back to within 7. Oh.
I'm checking this out right now. That's definitely illegal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. That is illegal if I've ever seen it, Andrew. And I'm not trying to be a hater.
Oh, man.
You're a baller regardless. I mean, you're a pole with 4 goals, but they got you on that one. You guys are going to have to be – Somebody get Andrew Connor. If Team Lax can hear this, or Lacrosse Monkey out in Allen can hear me, somebody get this man a new head before the States tomorrow if they're in it.
Illegal crossing called on number 56 for Plano.
They were wondering why the ball wasn't coming out of 56's stick, and now we know.
I wonder who pointed that out.
Somebody on them had an idea.
Somebody saw something. They was like, wait a minute. That ain't right. And now they're checking Carney's. This is the state semifinals.
And I'm looking at this. It looks like Carney's has a deep bag, but it's definitely not pinched. It's fine. Yeah.
Right.
So the reason Connor's stick is illegal isn't because the bag was too deep, the pocket or the bag, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't because of a loose screw or the way it was strung. It's because it was pinched. If the head is pinched, it makes it really hard for it to come out of the throat of the head, which can be advantageous to say the least. But because of this, Hebron will be man up for 4 entire minutes, and I think it's unreleasable. So the slash is releasable because it wasn't egregious, but the stick check penalty is locked in.
They got him for 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Hebron up a man for 4 minutes.
And if you're down 8 goals, this is probably the absolute best thing that could possibly happen.
And interesting, some of our mics on our cameras, they catch everything. And we did hear some good-natured trash talk between some of the parents. The fans of both teams are sitting on this side of the stadium, right under us.
And it's funny, Matthew. I was wondering. I go, there's so many more people here than there were for the Hyde Park George Ranch game, and then I thought, oh, of course there's more people here. It's local.
Yep.
These teams, the Hebron is right up the toll.
And Plano East is not too far away
and
from
Plano
that.
East isn't too far either. I mean, all these kids are local DFW kids. So that's why the Metroplex is showing out for this big semifinal matchup. A lot of fans, a lot of Lax lovers out here, a lot of parents. I see Next Gen Lacrosse out there talking to Abiri.
Abifri Jamabo.
Yeah,
he's a Plano West alum.
His sideline highlights are just beautiful. He does a great job as a videographer. If you're looking to get some tape done for a highlight reel, definitely hit him up. He is exceptional at what he does. And shout out to my guy Next Gen Lacrosse standing to the left of him with his camera.
Yes, sir.
He's doing what he can to grow the game out here. He does some awesome post-game interviews with these players, asking them great questions. I remember watching his Rockwall interview with an absolute stud, Kingston Poe. He's going D1. And Kingston gave him a great answer as to why he plays lacrosse. It's truly a beautiful game. And while I'm getting sentimental about it, because I just love it so much, shout out to all the seniors who've gotten this far and have devoted years of their life to hard work playing the game that we love. The Creators Game is what it's called. Started by the Native Americans, the indigenous people of the Haudenosaunee tribe, as well as many other Native American tribes that just, it's a beautiful game. It's the medicine game. So shout out to all the seniors who've done a fantastic job in their careers, laying it out on the line in these state semifinals. And good luck to them in their next steps.
And Rick Cannon, let me say a great shout out to you for bringing us some knowledge on where the game started, some Native American history that we cannot ignore, that we must acknowledge, that we must bring to the forefront. We say thank you to them for bringing us this great game of lacrosse.
Yeah, the Native American Indians, the Iroquois, the Haudenosaunees, so many different tribes that treat this game as a way of life, as a way to honor the Creator. The medicine game, it heals. And to my testimony in regards to the game, I've met some of my absolute best friends playing the great sport of lacrosse in the state of Texas, California, and Georgia. So the least we can do is give back on a Saturday here in beautiful Dallas, Texas, and give these kids the recognition they deserve for playing such a great lacrosse. As we've got our guy going down the alley, He's exhausted from running around so long. That's Vincent Jones. Basically, the reason we saw that, everybody was getting locked off because Hebron is desperately trying to get the ball back so they could utilize this man-up opportunity.
And Jones drew a penalty, too.
He sure did, and that's not what you want to see.
So we're going even.
If you're a Hawks fan. I do love the all-white kits. The all-black kits are definitely cool, too.
They got Corny for a slash. All right, they got two guys got to go have a seat. Sam Sheets and Michael Carney both have to go have a seat for Hebron.
And in a wild turn of events, somehow, some way, Plano East is man up.
Yes.
After everything that's happened.
Just when we thought we've seen everything with this game, Rhett. No, we have not. Sheets has to have a seat for 30 seconds. Carney for 1 minute. Plano East still with Connor in the penalty box for another 3 minutes and 5 seconds and ticking.
And that's why you see Plano East just holding the rock. They don't need to do anything. They're up 17-9 in the later half of this game. They're trying to kill this penalty so they can get Andrew Connor back into the game. But obviously, and I'm sure it's already happened, Connor's going to have to get a new head on his deep hole.
Yeah, he can't play with that one. You got to get rid of the sticker.
I mean, if you did, all he's got to do really is put a softball in there and maybe leave it out in the sun, and it'll be good to go. Just a little pinch on 5-6's head.
Just a tad bit.
But now we're getting back into the action. They're going to try and make sure Johnson doesn't get the ball, but he's good at the V-cuts.
And that is Reed Morgan sticking with Brian Johnson in second. Both one of the first penalty kills for Hebron.
So now we are back to where we started. They're going to try and send a double. They've got Cohen chasing him around with Thompson. They're gonna double him and see if they can get this ball back, but it's not looking good. And what they've done there is they've ran out the shot clock, and he smartly ran it to the end of the field to make this a long clear for Cohen. It doesn't seem like Cohen's got any trouble getting it all the way across.
Cohen Snyder, number 42 for Hebron, getting it over to Cortez, number 18. As we approach a minute and 30 seconds left on that power play. Hebron is up. And Hebron with an opportunity. And a goal. There's the power play. Hebron, Gavin Norwood with goal number 4 for the Hawks.
It's a nice goal by Gavin Norwood. He's a great player. Check him out. I mean, he's quick.
Very fast.
Beautiful. Getting the stick in front of his face. Taps the bar. Goes down. Crossbar helps him out in his favor right there. Puts it into the net. And it's tough to get anything past Taylor. Connor Taylor is a baller in cage, rocking the all-black sweats and sleeves and eye black, and it's a hot day, folks.
That's a brave man to be rocking all black on the turf. I would say he's a menace. And Hebron winning a face-off. Here comes Carney with a shot and just wide.
And I don't mind that take at all from Carney. I think it's a smart play. He knows he has backup, and if he cashes in, it's a great juice goal. And they need all of it they can get. He might get another one right here. Oh, great save from Taylor.
And Taylor took that one on the body as
well.
Yeah,
he did. Dang, I think he soaked that right on the collarbone. If not the shoulder blade. That looked like it hurt.
Definitely hurt it. You know, this is, again, semifinal matchup. And it's win or go home. Guys are sacrificing. We saw a gentleman earlier in the first game. We saw this morning between Hyde Park and George Ranch.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt. Hopefully he is okay as the trainer tends to him. I think it was right in the collarbone if I had to guess. And this is interesting. You know, I really hope that Taylor's okay for the sake of the season and for his team. But it's more interesting because, I'm not sure who Plano East's backup goalie is. You know, I'm under the impression, like I said earlier, what they lack in depth, they make up for in talent.
Absolutely.
So I'm wondering if they do have a backup goalie, and if they don't, who would step in. But he is standing up. He is speaking to his coach. He's going to come out for a minute because it is a requirement when you go down like that. That is part of the rule. If you stop play, you do have to come out until the next whistle, I believe. So somebody is going to be stepping into cage for Plano East, and it will not be Taylor for this next possession.
And Plano East leading 17-10 right here at Game On Sports Network. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third period.
They'll be granted a couple minutes here to get a goalie ready, and I can see somebody back there. Looks like they might be exchanging a throat guard, or maybe it's going to be adjusting Taylor's helmet to the likes of somebody new. But then when Taylor's ready to rock again, they can just call a timeout and get him situated. But somebody is going to have to put on the goalie helmet, and the thing that differentiates a regular helmet from a goalie helmet is literally just a throat guard. It's the exact same helmet, except Cascade makes a custom throat guard that just drapes over your jugular and goes to the sternum to protect you from getting hit in the neck. And lacrosse can be a very dangerous sport. You know, there's reasons we have NOSCE approved chest protectors, because a ball, if it hits you in the chest, it can do some serious damage, as well as the head and neck area. So I can see Taylor over there. He's grimacing a little bit. He's hunched over, but he's a tough guy. You can see his throat guard is still on, so I'm assuming, well, interesting, I guess.
He's coming out.
I guess he's coming right back.
He is coming out. Connor Taylor, the goalie, stretching it out a little bit.
And I think it's because they do not have a goalie. But in other situations, I've seen other players have to put on goalie gear.
And I'm wondering if they took a timeout.
That's what they did. They took a timeout.
And here we go.
But I don't think Brian Johnson II is going to have any trouble getting this ball over.
Not at all.
They triple team him. He gets it away.
Mind you, Andrew Connor is still in the penalty box for that unreleasable penalty. 48 seconds to go in ticking on that penalty.
And it seemed like a lifetime, hasn't it?
Very long 4 minutes, but here comes Hebron. And a shot delivered by Brian Johnson. Mason Harris also getting in on the physicality. Here comes Plano East. Here comes Brian Johnson, the second. Getting it back to Nathan Gary.
And I don't want to speak for anybody, especially Brian Johnson, but I think he's tired.
Yeah.
And for good reason, too. The kid is just putting on an absolute show on offense and defense, and he's their automatic clear every time. Great defense there by Hebron to get it back. If they want a shot at this, they definitely need to cash in on another goal while Andrew is still in the penalty box.
Grant Morgan showing up on the defensive side for Hebron.
And here comes our guy, Andrew Connor. I bet he's got a new head on his stick.
And
just
penalty.
an assumption.
Penalty is up. We are all even. This is our Hebron coach testifying, thinking it should be Hebron possession. It is Plano East possession with a fresh 80.
Plano East not paying attention. They weren't ready for it. Can't go out of play and then back into play.
Hebron ball. Hebron on the move. There's Cortez.
Huge opportunity.
Cortez was looking to wind up. Gets it over to his guy, Buniff. Buniff loses it. And we got someone else there.
Illegal procedure, is that kicking the cross?
And the trainers are out again as Mason Harris. takes a seat real quick. And an interesting game it has been. We've literally seen everything from great offense to great defense. We've seen great goalie play, great coaching. We've seen some strange penalties. We've seen Plano East down a man for 4 minutes, only to end up on the power play because Hebron had to have 2 guys sit. All of that for a very entertaining 17-10 game where Plano East is leading, 1:38 to go in the third period. My name is Matthew Bryce with the play-by-play Red Cannon. Thank you for joining me as always with some elite commentary for breaking down the fundamentals of this beautiful game of lacrosse.
It is always a pleasure when I get to get into the booth and call some lacrosse. It's even more of a pleasure when I get to do it with you, Matthew, on the mic. We have fun, don't we?
My man, absolutely. Hebron, they want to get it to within 6. And the Hawks with his opportunity.
That's a great take. Really good take. Beautiful cut. Beautiful pass by Davis Crumreen. I think I pronounced that correctly. Wow! What a goal!
That was Cameron Huber with his first goal of the day. Getting the Hawks to within 6 reps.
I mean, that was nasty, Cameron. Let's check it out again. Gets top side, off the dodge, goes sidearm and just sticks it. Good pick by Gavin. Beautiful sidearm rip.
And Cade Humphrey of Plano East, he played it well. Played it outstanding defensively. But Cameron Huber with great execution. Wasn't nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, that's a really nice shot. His first of the day, the junior attackman.
And guess what? Vance Flick wins the faceoff.
Yeah, what's new?
A.J. Gray harassing him just a tad bit. Flick still with it. And Flick just taking it.
And, you know, I don't think Flick is too phased by it. He doesn't really care that he feels as though he might need to get rid of the ball. And that's why he needs to get rid of the ball, because the double team is coming. That's why I said that. But, you know, he's a big kid. No one's really going to take it from him unless it's a double.
Great to Carney.
Somebody down.
Here comes Carney.
Here comes Norwood. Hitch.
There's
feed.
the shot. Cortez.
Wow.
Denied. Connor Taylor with a big save. Hebron with some great ball movement, but Connor Taylor shuts him down on the front door. But here comes Hebron again. That's Cohen Snyder. He had it momentarily. Snyder back with the ground ball. Snyder going to get on the move. Got Brian Johnson a second in front of him. Snyder.
Cohen knows they need one. Cohen.
Snyder. Denied. Carson Long with a great defensive play, number 2 for Plano East. And there's Cade Humphrey. Cade Humphrey coming away with it. There goes 37, looking like Doak Walker. And that's the end of the third period. We're headed to the 4th of this Class C semifinal matchup with Plano East leading 17-11. We will return the game on Sports Network in just a moment.
Great game we've got here.
For over a century, we've been financing the American dream for those who dare to chase it. The job creators, the economic stimulators, the relentless entrepreneurs that refuse to be denied. For this we know, fortune favors the bold. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
We are back here at Gloria H. Snyder Stadium on the campus of Parish Episcopal. Class C semifinal. Plano East leads Hebron 17-11. Rick, it is crunch time, fourth quarter.
Lock it or clock it, as they say. It's make or break moment for Hebron here as they are down 6 with just 12 minutes left in this game. And you know, I got confused a little earlier. I made a comment about the clock. I thought these were 15-minute quarters, and I should know better. I played in the THSLL growing up. I'm just familiar with the college game because we did so many MCLA games, and that's where I was playing last. So it's 15 minutes in college, 12 minutes here in high school Texas ball. So they've got 12 minutes for the rest of their season.
Advanced Flick getting it done after the face-off. And Flick getting all the way up the field. A.J. Gray in his face. Flick gonna feed it behind the head. Just missed. Austin Egler. He wanted the hat trick.
It's a nice feed by Flick. Wild take by Egler, but if it went, it would have been very impressive.
I got to tell you, man, if that goes, I'm losing my mind in the booth.
I know you were. I know you were. What a check. And then he's offside. But D-twigged. A great check.
Vincent Jones with a great check for East. But Hebron still with possession due to the offside. And Hebron, they got it to within 6. Can they get it to within 5? We find out here in just a moment. Here come the Hawks. Davis Crumrine in the game.
And in order to score on Connor, you got to get within 7 or 8 yards. These outside shots, I mean, he's been seeing them all day.
And he's been wonderful.
Ward can't use that free hand. I saw it from up here.
Possession East. And here come the Panthers. Gavin Norwood has been very, very active for Hebron, offensively and defensively. And there's Plano East. Andrew Connor back in the game, number 56. And possession East. What did you see there, Rhett?
I think it was just an illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure it was. Possession.
Swim dodge.
Nice feed.
Oh, that would have likely been a goal, I think.
DeYoung had a shot at it. But East back with it. And here comes Brian Johnson II. He dances a little bit, gets it across midfield. Johnson II getting it over. Can't control it. And he had Hayden McBee right there. But he's still with possession. The Panthers want to get back to at least a 7-goal lead. They lead by 6, 17-11 in this fourth quarter. And that's going to be possession Hebron. 9:43 left in the fourth quarter. A very entertaining game it has been on both sides of this. A game where we have truly seen everything. Even when we thought we saw everything, we saw something else.
Very different game from the first game that we saw.
Plano East had a guy had to sit due to an illegal pole. Hebron up with a 4-minute power play, only to have 2 guys have to sit.
Wow!
Connor Thompson, the hat trick.
It's a beautiful goal. And now I'm starting to think Connor Thompson is a lefty with that shot. I'm starting to think he definitely is a lefty. Check him out, just streaking out of the box, splits the pole, uses his size and speed. And remember, this kid's only a freshman. Makes him think he's going low with a little bit of a shoulder dip, and then puts it high. His 3rd of the day. Super impressed with the freshman, number 14, clocking a hat trick, helping his team get back into this game. And it doesn't look so bad anymore.
Great footwork and great skill by the young Connor Thompson. As you stated, Rhett, the freshman gets some serious burn. Not just some serious burn, but he's got a hat trick. in this state semifinal. It's 17-12 now. Hebron back to within 5. We are at the 9-minute mark in the final period of regulation. But East, can they get back?
Tip ball. Where's it going? East.
Going East's way. Can East get back up to a 6-goal lead? 8:53 to go. As I was stating earlier before Connor Thompson put on the show, we saw Andrew Connor have to sit for 4 minutes, an unreleasable penalty due to an illegal pole. And then Hebron had 2 guys have to sit down right after that, where Plano East was up a man, even though being down a man. Penalties were killed on both sides. And then we get back to business, and the Hebron folks don't like that. I guess you did hear one dad say that is absolutely horrible. I don't know if it was horrible or not. I'm not an official.
And neither am I.
I'm going to stay in my lane and just talk about it. But anyway, Brian Johnson, the second with possession for Plano East. And Johnson's got Carney right in his hip pocket. Carney staring him down. Johnson the screen. Connor. Johnson dancing.
Great defense.
Hebron with the outstanding defense.
Clean hit, timely double. I love it. Hebron's on the move.
Mason Bunin and Michael Carney with some great defense to shut down Johnson.
I just don't think Johnson expected that.
Bunin getting it back to Thompson. And here comes Hebron.
They're going to have to slide.
Cole
Nice
Snyder,
feed.
a
Wow.
feed, and the goal, Michael Cortez.
Yeah.
Owen Snyder, the assist. The beautiful feed to Cortez. Cortez finishes it. We got a 4-point game, Red.
Yeah, and the way Schneider was dodging, I really thought he was going to try and pull one with his right hand. But the hedge comes, he notices it. There's space, and it's just that subtle creep up GLE with your left hand that allows him to get space. And he is a natural lefty. Great goal, beautiful finish. And like I said earlier, the way to score on number 8 in black, you got to get in there tight. You got to get in there tight. He sees everything from 8-9 plus. And we've got a little bit of a game here, folks. What looked like it was Plano East absolutely running away with it has the deficit cut. But I'm sure Plano East is not going anywhere.
Vance Flick winning another face-off as he has done all day. Here comes East. A shot to go! Austin Egler, the hat trick. Stopping the bleeding.
Stopping the bleeding is right. Austin Egler calls his own number there early in the shot clock. He likes his matchup. It's a slow play at first, but he's able to get underneath this hard check. The V-hold is not strong enough to stop number 7 from getting top side. They slide to stick on the 2, and he cashes in with a couple fakes.
Egler, the hat trick. Hebron had gotten into within 4 at 17-13, and now we're back to 18-13 in favor of Plano East. 7:22 to go in regulation. A.J. Gray coming away with the face-off over Vance Flick. Gray getting it back to Thompson. There's Thompson.
I like this play.
There's the freshman on the move.
Oh, my.
Shut down and denied. Look at Connor Taylor, the goalie for Plano East, coming up big.
And it's beautiful recognition by Thompson to know he's got a short stick matchup and a lot of space in the middle of the field. His slides are far away. It's a really good take by him. I like the take. Just maybe a bouncer, something low. I mean, he's gotten them to fall all day, but Taylor was up to the challenge on that one.
There's Snyder. On the move, feeds it.
Wow.
Denied. He had Cortez again. Pick back up.
Trail
Great
check.
defense. Nathan Gary, number 95, coming up big defensively for Plano East, but Hebron still with it. There he is. There's number 12, Cameron Hubert. He has a goal today for Hebron. Cortez bouncing that one, denied. Connor Taylor's got it.
Very impressed by Aiton Black. Connor Taylor is balling out, folks. As he gets it over to the star of the show, maybe, Brian Johnson. They've got numbers if they want it. Elect to slow it down back up to Johnson.
And the Class B semifinal between Kingwood and Jesuit B supposed to start at 2 o'clock, but I can tell you now, based on where we are in this game, I don't think that's going to happen.
And that's because of all the penalties and the injuries.
Plano East leading 18-13, approaching the 5.5-minute mark in this fourth period. Plano East.
Very high-scoring game here.
Brian Johnson the second, working some clock. Hebron getting it back. No serve.
Oh, he's going to get a delay of game there, I think. They don't end up calling it, but you can't throw the ball like that. You got to just place it right down.
Emotions, frustration and emotions. They have to be contained as we approach this 5-minute mark.
And that's good defense to get Andrew Connor out of bounds.
Connor Thompson getting it done offensively. Now he's getting it done defensively.
This kid has got heart, to say the least. And he's moving like a horse. Check out these moves. Putting the brakes on.
The young freshman cooking. Hebron with an opportunity. Plano East picks up the ground ball. Here come the Panthers. Hayden McBee. McBee
showing off some speed.
Look at McBee on his way to the net. Takes a shot. Gets it over. There's number 7, Austin Egler. Egler back. McBee's got it again off the ground.
McBee showing off some elite speed. Runs into a wall. Able to get it over to Egler, who thinks about it, but says, you know what, guys, let's just get out of here. It's been a long day. We got 4 minutes to glory. Let's see what we can do.
50 seconds and ticking on the shot clock. Plano East trying to work as much time off the clock as possible. Hebron with a little bit of momentum. The Plano East still up 18-13. 3:56 to go and ticking on the game clock. Nathan Gary with possession. Being harassed momentarily by William Sinkle.
Sinkle playing great defense right now.
Sinkle right in his hip pocket. Gary maintains
loses
control.
His footing.
And there's a shot. Nothing doing. And Gary took a shot as he left that one go. And we do have a flag as well. Gary's going to walk off under his own power. The refs are going to give us the call. They got Mason Buniff, 1 minute. Unnecessary roughness. Plano East going up. A man.
Number 32 for Hebron.
3:30 to go in the game with a fresh 80 and a power play for Plano East. And Plano East just has to continue to play smart lacrosse as they have done all day. And the clock is rolling. Brian Johnson the second with possession. Let's see what the strategy is. Do they work the clock and just control the ball?
I think absolutely, unless they have somebody right there in the crease,
and there's
which they do. That would be the move, but unless you got somebody who's ready to score, may as well do it.
Vincent Jones with goal number 6.
And he's counting them up on his fingers. All 6 of them. This kid wants a shot at the title.
A beautiful feed from Cade Slaughter. Slaughter finding Jones. Jones fires up the heat and says, Panthers, let's shut this down and let's get out of here. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Plano East leading Hebron, 19-13. Back to the X. Another face-off won by Plano East by way of Vance Flick. And there we are with Andrew Connor controlling. Less than 3 minutes to go now. His time is very much on the side of Plano East as they're going to work as much clock as they can. Hebron set up defensively, but East, they're going to try to work as much clock as they can. As we are now down to 40 seconds on the shot clock. And 2:22 and ticking to go on the game clock, and there's a shot to goal. Andrew Connor with goal number 5 for East.
Number 56, Andrew Connor.
And he's getting them back for that stick check that they put on him. He didn't like it. He doesn't need a pinched head to score goals. His 5th of the day. For a pole in a state semifinal, that's crazy.
5 goals from the long pole that Andrew Connor has toted around. Sticky or not, he said, I got game. And there's nothing you can do about it. As Plano East now leading Hebron 20-13. 2:18 to go in this one. As we head back to the X. Vance Flick.
Incredibly impressed with Flick. His ability to control the draw and just win that first clamp is so impressive.
And Johnson on the move. Taking a shot from corner. A couple of shots from corner. As he's going to get it back to Connor.
Elite showing from Johnson. He'll sub himself out. I think that check hurt. But he's had a great day. Number 3, young man, you are a stud.
5 goals on the day for Brian Johnson II. It's been a good day in the Johnson household. As it has been the Connor household. Andrew Connor with 5. Vincent Jones with 6 goals to lead East. Austin Egler with 3 goals and 1 by Vance Flick. But Hebron still fighting. Back on the move. Great defense shown by Carson Long as he dances with Gavin Norwood. Gavin Norwood with 4 goals on the day for Hebron. And Long again. Him and Hayden Mackby showing up defensively. Possession, Plano East, 1:02 to go in the game.
And I want to give a quick shout out to all these Hebron seniors. Great career. You guys won the state championship last season. Very close to going to another state championship game after going up in a division. So salute to you guys on a fantastic career. Sam Sheets. We've got Easton Nabaret, Michael Cortez, Cohen Snyder, Nicholas Grimes, and Gavin Norwood. Congratulations on a fantastic career, guys. Don't give up on the game. If you're going to college, go play club, go try out. You guys are studs, had an awesome year, but ultimately it's the Panthers of Plano East who get it done and punch their ticket. Matthew, some players that stuck out to you.
Vincent Jones, number 1, leading us with 6 goals a day for East. 5 goals apiece for Brian Johnson II and Andrew Connor. Austin Egler with 3. Vance Flick with 1, but I tell you, Vance Flick, he set the tone all day as he won face-off after face-off. He only lost 3. I got to go with, because of that, because of Flick setting the tone, I got him as my player of the game.
You know, I'm going to agree. There's a lot of great players on this Plano East team. Connor Taylor is a freak in the net. He held it down all game long. And look at the emotions from both teams. You can tell how bad they wanted it. Hebron will be back next year as they are deep, have great coaching staff, and are really bought in. Like I said earlier, congratulations to all the seniors for Hebron as they move on to the next phase of their young lives. And Plano East, you guys are going to state. Congratulations.
Absolutely, they are. As that Class C championship is set, George Ranch, Plano East, they will do battle tomorrow over at Highlander Stadium. And that game, that'll be the first game tomorrow. 10 a.m. face-off on Mother's Day. As we wind down here after Plano East and Hebron do battle.
And we've got Jesuit B rolling up to play the Houston squad.
Kingwood Mustangs coming up out of that northeast suburb of Humble, Texas, right off of Highway 59. Beautiful Humble, Texas.
I am Rhett Cannon of Cannon Lax.
I'm Matthew Bryce, your play-by-play man. We say thank you for tuning in to Game On Sports Network. For those who have to go away, we thank you for tuning in, and we say God bless and game on.